Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? I am going to try to play a little catch up in my journal. I have not set up my September calendar yet. I have done some outlining of it, but that's about as far as I've gone. So you know what I should have done first, probably before I started, was actually find the stickers that I want to use to decorate this thing. Was I going to use this one? Because I don't remember if this one has September stickers. Ooh, it does. Okay, so we're going to use this one to decorate it, simply because I need something to decorate it. Okay, and I did finally find my straight edge, which is lovely. And I have gone out and I've lined in pencil kind of where I want everything to kind of start. So today we're just going to set this up and do a little catch up. So like I've said in some of my previous videos, work has just been kicking my hiney lately. I probably shouldn't have done that just yet. That's okay. We have a really big project going on, and I've run into some roadblocks recently. Basically, one of our vendors is just being not very helpful, is a nice way to put it. Not very responsive is another way to put it, and basically just a huge pain to work with. We did finally make some very good progress last week, which is great because I need all of this running by the 27th of this month. And if it's not, I'm going to be in a serious, serious world of hurt because the organization that we're putting this in for is very much used to using it, and it would be hugely detrimental to them if I cannot get it up and running the way they need it to. Like, I have thought about worst case scenario and what is going to happen if by some chance we're not able to get it up and running. Because you kind of always need an oh crap, what is going to happen if X, Y, and Z happens. So I do have that kind of planned out, but I really don't want to have to go worst case scenario because A, it is real ugly, and B, it's just like, well, you failed the task you were given, and that does not sit very well with me. So I have been trying to do everything I can to make this project successful. It's just there have been some challenges along the way and some very, very late days. So I like a Monday start, so Monday through Sunday, wait, 4 or 5, okay. I was like, oh crap, did I actually not do that the correct way? What I love is September starts on the 1st, so perfect. I did not create boxes down here so I could put some deco. I'm also going to put September up here. One of the things that I love about Hubman and Chubgirl is their subscription. You get all of the things. So we're going to probably take, let me see. We're going to take this one because there is the little guy here looking at a map, and that is kind of what I feel like I'm a little lost right now. And I need a good map to help me find my way. So we're going to put him there, and that's going to be fantastic. And then what do we want to use for Monday through Friday and the dates? I think we're going to use the circles, because last time I think I used the squares. So let's pull these out. Where is this going to line up roughly? They do not have to be perfect. It'd be great if they were, but you know, nothing in life is perfect. Okay, there we go. So where's Saturday? Let's just go this way. It'll be easier. Excuse the squeaking from up above. If you hear that, that is just the family moving about. My guy today, I think, has finished up the major portion of painting the house, which is fantastic. It took me forever to finally decide on what colors I wanted. I just knew for sure I did not want a brown house because I grew up in a brown house. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just don't. I want something different. I did not want it blue because when I first bought the house it was blue. And I did not want yellow because that is what, excuse me, color it just was before we painted it. I had picked yellow for it previously because, wow, those are all sorts of jacked up. We are going to fix that. Wow, I didn't realize I'd gotten so far off. Good thing with these as well is they do come up pretty easily. That one had some resistance to it, so I'm a little worried now that the others are gonna, we'll see. Anyway, so I had painted the house yellow previously because I wanted something kind of cheerful and something to remind me of my, that's crooked, but I'm not gonna lift it up again, of my grandparents' house that they had when they were still alive. It didn't quite turn out the exact shade of yellow that I was kind of hoping for. So we're just gonna leave it, a little hesitant when picking out these colors. Simply, oh man, I should have used those. I'm not pulling those back up. So in that case, because I don't need to, but I'm going to keep this whole so then I can use these and these at a later time. We'll just go with these right here, not a big deal. So anyway, oh, hello, number 3 is going to pop out and join us real quick. Awesome, awesome. And I think I'm going to put him down here in the corner just because, I don't know. Anyway, so I had picked yellow because it reminded me of my grandparents' house, and that place was always my happy place. So I wanted something to remember, but that has been quite a lot of years since we painted it yellow, and it definitely needed some TLC. And luckily my boyfriend, he basically sanded the entire house to get the old paint off, and then he primered it, and he is now almost done painting it. So on the sides of the house, I don't know what you call it, but you've got the peak of the house. So you've got this like square area, and then the bulk of the house, that peak part is a kind of darkish green, and the rest of the house, the main body of the house, is a lighter green. I picked green because I also have a green roof. So I wanted something that was going to complement the green roof, because the green roof's not going anywhere for a long time. It is metal, and it will probably be there the entire time that I am continuing to be on this earth. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon, and hopefully neither am I. But anyway, so the colors, I wanted them to, oh my gosh, complement each other and kind of work with each other. Now the only thing we're deciding on is I've always wanted a red door. But because it's green roof and, you know, tones of green for the rest of the house, besides the trim is a kind of a grayish creamy color, I guess. I want to be very careful of the tone of red we use. I don't want it to turn into like Christmas colors, you know what I mean? I kind of want a barn red color. We've tried one version of red before, and it was not even close to what I wanted. Luckily, we only bought like the smallest container possible. But still, those things are like $8 a piece. It's not, you know, it's not cost effective to buy a whole bunch, but it did work out with the bulk of the house because we had picked a couple different tones of green, and we, meaning my boyfriend, did test swatches on the front of the house and the back of the house because they get, you know, different lighting different times of day. And I am a very visual person. I have to see it. I can't visualize it in my head. I have to see it. So he did different swatches in different parts of the house so I can pick and choose what I liked. And then, like, one of the things that we had to agree upon it as well, because obviously this is his house as well. I want him to like what we picked. And we also got my nephew who lives with us to chime in because he too lives here and has to drive up and see it every day. So luckily the colors that we picked, everybody liked, which is fantastic. So he's done for the day. I think he just has some touch-ups that he wants to do. You know, I don't even know if I did an unboxing on this. That's cute. So anyway, let's see. Talked about work briefly. What did I do with you? Yeah, work is kicking my butt. The house is being painted, which I'm very much looking forward to having done. And in all of that, my father-in-law has passed away. He was 85. Ed was a very good man. We all miss him. He did, though, live a very full life. He had seen a lot of things in his days, and yes, it is sad, and we miss him terribly. But it's one of those things where it was only a matter of time, and we all knew that. It just is always shocking when one of your loved ones, like, it's their time. So we've been to Oregon. He lived in Oregon with his wife, my mother-in-law. I say mother-in-law, we are not married, but she might as well be my mother-in-law because I love her and I love Ed and I love all of my guys' family. He has to go somewhere on here because he just does. Where am I going to put you? Do I care that you go over the box? Not really, because that weekend I am full work mode anyway. That is the weekend that we go live. So this will be perfect to have him on there looking all confused. He's just adorable though as well. So perfect. I like him. These guys are a little too big, so we're not going to use those just yet. But I do have other spreads I want to set up a little bit later that those can potentially go into. So let's see. We are going to put him, I think, down here. Didn't I see one of these had water? Let's see. Maybe we'll use one of the small ones. Yeah, we're gonna use one of these guys down here. because I'm going to manifest that this weekend is going to go exactly as it's supposed to. We will have no surprises. Everything will work. I'm almost tempted, that's going to be too big. I'm almost tempted to cut that out and use it. We are also going to throw down one of him. No, hold on. Gotta be a different critter. Throw a beaver over here. And this will be their water. I wonder if if we make a little water scene for them. Okay, what do I have? Okay, that could be water. How about we just throw some water down here for them? And let's, oh, hello. Kind of took that whole lid off there. And what if we come over here and take a brown for our little guy to be standing on, because we don't want him floating in the water. He needs to be on land. Okay. We'll set those aside. We'll put that away. It looks a little weird, but that's okay. Nah, we'll wait. I do want a little, oh, the little moose is just so cute. We're going to take him and him, and that is just so disproportionate. So I want something, I will use this fire. Still kind of disproportionate maybe. I guess not too bad. They are going to roast some marshmallows. For some reason, I just really want to use that. No. You ever get to that point, you are just use your stickers, Karen. Just use the stickers. Okay, we're gonna take him and we're gonna put him there because he's cute. And then we'll take this and this. So he has chopped down a tree. Yep, completely setting up a scene in my head apparently. Is there a smaller tree up there maybe? And let's go with this one. Cool. Okay, now I need a spot over here for notes. So I'm gonna try this color. Let me grab that again. And that kind of dark. I think I can still write on it though. Okay. So I need just some lines that I can make notes throughout the month, little reminders, things I need to do. Sorry, I stopped talking there for a second. I was concentrating. Anyway. Okay, I don't exactly remember where I left off with my story. My father-in-law, I guess maybe father-in-law, is the way it's sometimes said, but he has passed away, and we have been helping my mother-in-law go through some things. We found, oh gosh, we found a lot of stashed food. A lot of stashed food. It was a little crazy. We took 300 pounds of expired food to the dump. I'm going to use this map for the first because that is my boyfriend's birthday. And we were traveling that day. We were coming back home from Oregon, so I think it is appropriate, and he loves to travel. So yes, we need that there. I need something on the 12th for my mother-in-law's birthday. She's a coffee drinker, so we're going to, and you probably can't even see what I'm trying to do here, I apologize. We're gonna use this one for the 12th. That is really huge though. I'm still gonna use it. No, I'm not, because it's too big. We'll find something else. Maybe use him. Is there anything else drinking? Coffee. You know what? I think we're gonna use this one right here for Sue's birthday. It's, I don't know why, it just calls to me Sue. Perfect. But we took 300 pounds of food, expired food, to the dump. We had at least another 300 pounds that we were able to donate, which is fantastic. There is still more to go through. As we were going through things, I was going through some of the things in his desk, and he has so many just like random notes everywhere. He would practice his cursive just to practice his cursive, because in one of the notes that I found, he put it as a dying art form, and he wanted to keep up the practice for himself, which I just found so endearing. Yeah, just everything I started going through, I fell more and more in love with him. And unfortunately, I can't tell him that because he's no longer here, but I hope wherever he happens to be out in the universe that he knows I just love him more and more to this day. Let me see. The kiddo, so I was just writing here, my guy is going to go visit the kiddo in New Orleans, so I need to book all of that information, his flight, place for him to stay, a car rental. I know I have to call in a prescription sometime this month. I just don't know when, so we'll put that in there as well. Let's see. Oh, where is he going? It's not Philadelphia. I don't remember where he's going. Anyway, my nephew was going on a trip. Let's see. Somewhere in here. I should probably look at that a little closer and get that on here as well. But I think, oh, back to Ed's story. We found so many notes. I was going through a notebook, and he has just stuffed in there pictures of his youngest granddaughter, which is just so adorable. Just the amount of things you find when someone passes away is extraordinary. And I am so fortunate that I get to call Tom's family part of my family as well, because they're just so extraordinary. I was thinking Tom is actually going on a trip as well. Do I mark it with this? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave this as this. Okay, that felt like a bunch of rambling. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it to see what I told you, what I haven't told you. Anyway, thank you for sticking around and listening to me ramble and setting up my September calendar in my daily journal. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.